Good morning. I'm going to invite you to join me. Please take a seat. I promise this will be brief. Perhaps join me with a cup of coffee. Let's have a little talk. You're busy. I get it. So am I. So I promise this will be very short. But one of the big things for an entrepreneur developing, is finding that time and space to really commit to growing your business, to growing yourself. And it's about some heroic efforts to begin with. It's really about being willing to take that seat, to have the conversation with yourself about what you're willing to let go of, whether it's watching TV, a little bit of maybe games on your phone. Where is it that you are willing to let go of for a season? I'm not talking about committing to cutting it out of your life, but what we're doing now is investing in our growth, in our business, in creating the life that we choose. And that needs to be a priority. Now, it doesn't need to be something that's a heroic effort, something that's going to set you up for sabotage, but it does need to be something, even if it's simply a very little bit, that's going to create some space for you. Maybe it's getting up just a little bit earlier or staying up just a bit later. I'm telling you now that I appreciate the extra efforts you're doing, and you will too, because it's absolutely worth it. No one said it would be easy, but it is worth it. So perhaps it's about being a little more efficient and cleaning your house a little bit less, letting somebody else help carry some of the burdens of what you've taken on in your life, in your family, or simply letting go of what's not necessary. There was a period in my time when everything was a fire, it was 100%. I was getting burned out. I was working for a nonprofit, and I couldn't see it for myself. I expanded my capacity, but in order to get my attention, it had to be pretty big. And I got to a point where my plate was overflowing. So yeah, abundance isn't always of what you want in your life. But I had to I think of it like triage in an emergency ER setting, where I had to take care of what was absolutely most efficient, most critical, what was mine, nobody else could do. I kind of thought of it like a juggler, and the things that were most important were going to stay in the air and juggle themselves if I didn't catch them, or they would drop and I would either have to pick them up or figure it out. But right now, this needs to be so important to you that you're willing to commit and find some time. And what I found is, as I do so, feeding myself, taking care of myself, that's not one of the things that I encourage you to drop. Feeding myself literally and figuratively, my mind, my inspiration, allows for time to be expanded a little bit. You'll get more done in the same period of time. You'll find efficiencies. Be aware, be alert. Notice the places where perhaps you're absent, you're vegging out, you're able to cut away. Or perhaps, like I said, for a season, let it go. You can pick it up again later if it serves you. But this is a time for focus, and with a vision pulling you, that will help. So again, I invite you to take your seat and to take a moment to find out what it is in your world and in your life that you can either let go or become more efficient. This is your journey.